Hello everybody, Tim Crane here. Today I'm going to talk about a deal that I did when I first moved to Tennessee. I found this little RV park. I guess you could say it was an RV park. It's more like a little trailer park for sale. They had supposedly 10 lots there to rent out the little campers. And so they were asking, I think they were asking $29,900 for it. And so I saw it, and when I rode by it, it was abandoned. There was nobody there. Nobody lived there. And so I called the real estate agent that had it listed, and I talked to her. And I ended up making an offer for $25,000, and they accepted it. And so I said, well, okay. So then we went to close, and I contacted the local health department, found out that there was only one septic tank on the property that was permitted to be there. And so it could only hold 7 lots. And so I called the lady up and I'm like, hey, you guys had it listed as a 10-unit lot, a 10-unit park, and the health department's telling me I can only have 7 units there because of the septic tank. And so I don't think that I want to purchase this property. I said, I really wanted it to be 10, and I don't want to have to get into it with the health department, and so I'm not going to. And so she said, okay. And so that night I came home and I thought about it and I said, I really would like to own this park. What could I do to make me still want this park? What would make me still want this park? And I said, the price. And so what I did was I called her up the next day and I said, hey, listen, I would like to change my offer. I would like to offer them $18,000 instead of $25,000. And so she said, okay, well, supposedly the lady lived in Florida. She was going through bankruptcy. She had to talk to the bankruptcy court. The bankruptcy court accepted my offer. And so I was buying the property for $18,000, and I bought it. And it had all these campers, all these trailers on here that you see. They were all on the property. And so what I did was I went through each one, kind of hooked them all back up the best I could. I probably spent about $3,000 or $4,000 getting them all set up to work and rentable. And what I did was I rented them all out on a weekly basis. I charged $100 for some, $125 for some on a week. It included utilities. I got them all rented out. And then what I did was I put it on eBay to sell it. And I was offering owner financing with $70,000 was the purchase price. And I had a guy who bought it. He was from Hawaii, and he was in the Coast Guard. And he said that he wanted to buy it. He would give me 10 grand down and owe me 60 grand. And I said, okay. And so his payment was like $700 a month to me. Well, he lived in Hawaii and he was trying to manage it from Hawaii. And so he hired a manager to live in the park, and the manager was telling him that the places weren't rented out and just sticking the money in his pocket. And so he wasn't in business very long. About 6 months, he called me up and he's like, hey, I can't do it anymore. Take it back. So I took it back. First thing I did was got rid of that manager. Threw him out. He stole some money before he left, but he went on his way. I went back in, did the same thing, got them all rented back out again, and then I started the bidding on eBay at $1. I was tired of this place. It was taking a little bit too much out of me. And so what I did was I put it on eBay for $1 with no reserve. And ran the auction for a while. This is the tax card on it. Ran the auction for a while and ended up selling the property for $35,200 to a guy out of Connecticut who bought it and paid cash for it. And so he bought it, and I was done with it. I mean, I was completely done with it. He moved in another trailer. This trailer over here, he moved in there. And then, he cleaned the place up a little bit, and he operated it for a while. And then I believe he sold it to someone else as well. And so that's the deal I did on this RV park. I think after all was said and done with my profit, probably ended up making somewhere around $15,000 to $20,000 on this deal. After everything was said and done with my repairs and selling it 2 times. So it wasn't a bad deal. It was pretty good, and it gave me a little bit of experience. And that's the deal I did. Anyway, you guys, thanks for watching my videos, and keep watching for the next one.